And we're back with Big versus Ago live on ESL Pro League. We've just witnessed the first map go in favour of Big in quite a dominant fashion there on Train, and now it's time for our second Dust2 of the week, Snods.
Yeah, of the day. Got another one coming up as well in the FaZe Space Soldiers game later on. But yeah, obviously, first matchup, very one-sided, even though it was a 16-9 scoreline. If the viewers at home saw it, you'll know that it was very, very lenient towards Big. 14-5 scoreline at 1.9 round advantage. They let a few rounds slip up, and then they eventually got the job done. So yeah, it's not one of those games where it was, neck and neck, 8-7 at the half, and then one team just, wins the pistol and carries the momentum for the half. It was very one-sided in favor of Big. And now on Dust2, a map which, well, Big are very good on. Can Ago try and bounce back? The problem is, though, the individual skill between these two teams, there's just too much of a difference.
It is crazy. Obviously, Smuya as well, having quite a good game there. Being able to pop off, having, sat towards like 27 frags at the end of the game, somewhere around there, which is quite a good showing from him, looking very effective. Overcoming the issues of forgetting their Steam password as well, so obviously Tabson joining a little bit late.
Yeah, apparently it was the ESCA password we were lied to. I'm not sure.
Who knows? Maybe it was both.
Maybe it was both. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he forgot his keyboard, and that was why he couldn't log in.
Maybe he dropped his milk on it.
Yeah, he dropped his bowl of milk. That is always an issue if you're eating your milk.
What's the most crazy excuse we've ever had for a delay? I think it'd be an LDLC one.
When was that? What?
I think there was the one on Nuke where they complained about their PC was overheating when they ran out of pauses. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, they used every pause.
And then as soon as they used every single pause, the next round they lost, suddenly...
Yeah, FPS issues.
Yeah, my computer's overheating. Yeah.
Alex's PC's hot.
Yeah. Please pause for 2 minutes. Yeah.
Got to get a fan in there.
Yeah. What's the typical one? TeamSpeak crashed, guys.
Yeah. I've fallen down the stairs.
Yeah. Maybe.
Need to pause. Well, Dust2 is going to be our second map now between Big and Ago. For Ago, they need to try and get something going at all. Literally anything to help that team out, as they are struggling. And the odds will probably reflect that as well.
2.7, 1.35. I mean, in the last one, it was, 1.4 something for Big. I think those odds were rather generous, actually. 1.35. The problem is it's Dust2, right? And obviously, the infamous statement about Dust2 is the fact that it is one of these maps which your best of ones can be very scrimmy, can be very upsettable. So that 2.7 odds, if you want to take that risk, put £5 on, see what happens. If you win it, fair play. Buy your mum a nice gift, take her out for dinner. If you lose it, then learn your lesson and play more safe.
Wow. Well, there you go. That's the insight from Snods on that one. But Big definitely looking strong, obviously coming into this matchup as well. I feel like this is going to be them just walking away with all 6 points from this. Don't really see Ago getting too much going for them. As of right now, they've definitely been struggling in Pro League, and it doesn't seem like they've improved walking into the games of what we've just seen today.
Yeah, very reminiscent of LDLC, back when they had the issues where they brought in, trying to remember his name. Do you remember? Trying to remember, I can't remember the name of the player they brought in. Someone we had never heard of. He was like 17 years old, had only played like a couple games with HTV.
Right.
You don't remember this?
No, when was this?
This was back when, at the end of the season, when the whole team was falling apart.
Yeah.
They kicked existence. Remember?
Yeah, wasn't that Logan there?
Logan, that was it. I was trying to think, he had like a basic name that was like Paul or something. It was like a generic name or something.
Steve, the plumber.
Could have been.
Steve's joined,
Yeah. I mean, Logan's on the team now. But
that would be tragic. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, reminiscent of LDLC when they had the issues with him. Snatchy's gone. They brought in Sparrow. And sparingly, they've lost many games.
All the games. It's not gone well for them at all. But it seems that we are almost ready to get underway with this one at least. Dust2 is going to be the map. What are your final sort of thoughts before we get into it? Your predictions?
16-10, 16-11, favour of Big. Yourself?
I think Big win this one. After what we just saw in the first map, I reckon this could be quite a dominant affair, really. If Big start off strong, I reckon we're looking at maybe like a 16-7, 16-8.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say no, but I've just touched... Anyway, can't really say no to that one. But yeah, I would agree with you on that.
What was that?
I don't know, I touched my own headset, so I can't hear you right now.
Oh, right. Have you knocked your headset off?
No, I pressed like the thing by accident when I... Yeah.
Good work.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah. It's all good, I can hear you, just lip sync, right?
All right, good. Well, that's fantastic. Snods is right. You're having more technical issues than Tabson was.
Well, 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 we're here now at least. Dust2, big versus a go.
Just sort your headset out. Anyway, oh, you turned me up really loud. Why have you done that? Oh, Jesus. I've just been deafened by my own voice. Cheers, Nods. Anyway, we're into the game. A go versus Big as we'll kick this one off. Smoothie trying to go for first contact. Sparrow will be able to dispatch him with that Glock, as he does kick this one off nicely. Short control coming through, as they're just going to be bursting their way out and trying to go for the hit towards the A site.
So, 1 minute 25 left on the clock. A go. Grouping outside short and A long. Most likely going to be split towards the A site. Godby is here though, and he is ready. First shot. Whew, that's a nice one. Slick kill with a USP onto Taul. And now going to be smoking off towards A long and basically delay this push here from a go.
Ooh, headshot from Tabson as well, as he follows through, being able to get the frags that are necessary. PHR from the rear tags up Godby, but Godby just stays alive whilst trying to retreat out of there. Has been able to rotate off the site and stay alive at the meantime. PHR tries to pass the bomb across, but it does fall ever so slightly short. Ooh, Grubby as well, the aggression bursts his way down, leaping and bounding in towards CT spawn to get the kill over on towards next, leaving it up to Godby and Tizian to save the day. They rotate back in, Godby, the drive-by USP to punish them early. But unfortunately, both of them will be eliminated as Grubby gets himself a 4K into the opening pistol round for the T side.
Yeah, very, very good round there from him. Grubby basically saving the round there for a go. Godby with the first, makes it the 4 versus 5. But even then, still falls in favour of a go. I mean, fair play to them. They go towards short, they go towards long. Obviously, Godby played very well. Got the first kill, smoked off long. But it was the push towards short that they couldn't contain. And now it's going to be the AK by 2 MAC-10s as well for a go. Coming in towards A long, they have PHR to hold towards the B tunnels and towards middle. Will deny a flank to come from behind as the AKs take their long-range duels.
They're winning the early firefights as well. Grubby and Taul get a kill apiece. Taul doubles down as he gets the follow-up frag back on Smooya, and it is all up to Tizian. A 1 versus 5, no chance of staying alive. Only really a matter of time before this man is dispatched. He will get a bit of an early tag off and lowers the hit points of PHR there. Tao is very low, but you can see he's eager to try and go for the kill. Wants to get the additional cash bonus, and actually will grab it with support of Furlan as they eliminate Tizian, bringing themselves up to a 2nd round now.
2-0 for a go. Obviously, a go knew that Big were going to go for the Felico. Interesting to see they didn't go for a heavier SMG buy, considering that they knew there was going to be USPs from Big. But then again, if they had gone for that, they keep the SMGs into round number 3. Wow, actually, this is a double save, Jack.
Ooh.
We haven't seen a double save throughout these first 4 matches. So, Big going back to the old meta. Maybe it's because they want a double op setup. Makes a lot of sense, obviously, to Tabson and for Smooya. Smooya AWPing towards middle or A long. Tabson obviously playing wherever Smooya is in terms of those positions. So I can see why, if you want to have a double op setup, you should go for that double eco.
Ooh, Smooya's scout is getting tags out at least. Grubby's brought down to 37 HP. He is now in a position where it'd be quite easy to take him down with one of those pistols. 2 CZs, 3 CZs rather, and 1 Deagle in play for that CT side. Smooya no sidearm, just rocking the scout. Sparrow getting close contact, but Tabson bounds through the smoke, finds the headshot onto him, and next follows it up as well towards mid as both of them converge together. They are actually punishing this T side. Furlan paranoid, expecting a player behind the car as well, as he only just makes his cross over towards the site, using that smoke to give him a little bit of leeway. Tagged again as he's brought down to 30 HP. Tabson from the rear could be such a devilish character, as he will find that following up headshot. Taking tons of damage as they run their way through short, but they are getting the kills, and Taul wants to become the cleanup crew. Gets the first and the second, but the pepper spray there from Smooya from his USP will eliminate him. That'll be the defuse, and Big win that round.
Huh. Crazy antics there towards that A site in that retake as well. You've gone for the quasi-buy. As I said before, with the changes from the pistol round, going to a $1,900 round loss bonus, then $2,400 in that 3rd round. Been seeing teams consecutively go for the save, 1 round, buy up into the 3rd. Instead, Big go for a double save, something we haven't seen, and it pays off with just the pistols. So, made it work. And now they reap the rewards of AKs, M4s, AWP for Smooya, and crucial as well, look at the money for tabseN, Smooya, and God B. 5,000 for tabseN and God B, and then 3,000 plus there for Smooya. That's because they save. They already have thousands in the bank ready for the next round to buy. They win the round off the cuff, not expecting it. There you go. Round win bonus plus the money you saved. You're going to be rolling in the cash. Let's see who's going to be rolling in the kills. As Smooya slowly shifts around, so slowly around the corner with his AWP. Pixel by pixel, it seems.
Next is the only one to really take early damage, though. Brought down to 76 HP. Sparrow trying to push his way out with the AWP in his hands. Wants to get that first contact. It would be tabseN that he'd be challenging. He has, however, been smoked off. Drops the nade as a little bit of a getaway tactic. As everyone else on the side of Big has been grouped up. Everyone else on the side of a Go, rather, grouped up outside of Long, getting themselves ready to try and go for this split push play out towards the A site. And this is when the call is going to be made. Utility is huge towards Long. They get the map control. They slide out. They clear the angles. The short players are going to be contested as well, however. As it seems like tabseN is on the close angle, just waiting for the push to come through. Flashbang going over, he's going to play anti-flash. They about push straight through the smoke. They get contact, and they start to find the frags, but the trades are coming back through thick and fast. It falls to Smooya and Tizian to save the day. Tizian on short, warded off by the Molotov. Tries to go for a little bit of a spam out, but won't get too much for his time. Smooya coming the same way as well, as the second molly is dropped down upon them. They have made it the 2-on-2. But can they pick this round up? Smooya goes bounding out, looking to try and find the kill. Taul playing from the ramp, waits for the push to come through. They're going to go at the same time. He will lose his face and goes down. Furlan is the only one now that remains. They need to jump on the bomb, and Tizian will find the kill with the Kalashnikov staying alive on 3 HP. As Big will bring that back and equalize the scoreline 2-2.
Brilliant retake there from Big. Tizian, tabseN, make it work. And this is a hard retake as well, especially when the players are playing back towards Long. The headshot angle requires very, very nice shots to connect. And there you have it, 2-2. A Go now going to be onto the pistols, going to be going for the save here, allowing for Big to play versus the eco, stack up as much cash as possible. It's very important that Big have a clean anti-eco, 4 or 5 players staying alive, so that they can build up cash onto players like Nex, tabseN, and Tizian, who are lacking extra funds as of now. Brilliant flashbang there. Catches tabseN off guard. Sparrow finds one. God B will get away for now.
Molotov's coming out as they get ready to try and go for this push in towards the site. Sparrow gets the deke down and eliminates God B. Furlan with the adjustment from the CZ takes down Nex as well. The whole team's being picked to pieces right now as Big fall apart. Tizian is the only one that remains in a 1-on-4. Tries to grab that short control, gets the flick over to take down Taul, but it's too little too late. As a Go will win that one.
Round number 6. Crazy antics we've seen so far, Jack. A Go win a round or lose a round versus the pistols are Big. Big in that last one. I mean, a brilliant flashbang coming out from a Go allows for Sparrow the entry towards Long. God B falls back but gets caught later on. And they go down like dominoes 1 by 1. Into this one, however. Buys from both teams. This is God B and Tizian lacking in terms of firepower. Smooya searching for the first frag in towards the B tunnels. Grubby making a lot of noise here. Smooya's going to hear it. Oh, but he gets sandwiched from the stairs and from the tunnel.
Tizian going to cross over, play in the close position. Whereas PT-50 can be a very effective weapon if they do swarm in. Nade scrapes a small sliver of health off him. Ooh, through the smoke as well. tabseN just gets his lips removed as Furlan will be able to find him. Tizian almost accepting his fate in the Molotov there. Was hoping they'd push out and get into a position where he could try and take at least one of them down before he was exterminated. He will perish. Next as well. A slow flick. So Grubby gets free reign to kill him. And everyone on Big has gone down, apart from Godby, who is still just situated towards long. This should be a 4th round picked up for a go, and they're looking very strong so far on their T side. Quite aggressive and just shoehorning their way into every site they want.
Indeed, very true. That was the force buy from Big, remember? So we'll be on to an eco into the next one. 4-2 is going to be the scoreline coming up. And most likely 5-2 when we factor in the lack of money as well for Big. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate scenes there for Smooya towards the B. Wolves, obviously. He pushes in for the first frag, trying to get aggressive with his orb. Here's the footsteps from Grubby, baits him in for a peek towards the T side of the tunnel. When actually PHR just peeks up from the stairs. Easy kill found for him. And they make it work. Obviously, if you take out Smooya, then it's a 4 versus 2, and 2 players don't even have weapons. They're on CZs, so definitely favours a go in that round. Oof, nice shot there from Sparrow. Tags up Tizian. Seamus versus the pistol round, though. Not a full buy. He does it again, so damage has been dealt against Big, but again, it's just USPs. Again, it's just an eco, so nothing really too tangible to take from that.
Still effective stuff, though. Giving him his confidence back into these rounds as the kills do start to rack up. There's only been 1 pick so far for the side of Big, and they've already been traded back upon. Godby is the only one that remains on that CT side now. CZ in hand, quaking in his boots towards short. As there are 4 Ts that remain. This should be that 5th round now picked up for a go. And the T side's been going quite nicely for them up to this point.
Indeed it has. Obviously, Big got rounds when they won with their eco, or their quasi-buy, just CZ armor. And then a go fully eco win against Big. Now we see the situation. But Big, they've gone for the quasi. Wow, they really put a lot of stock, Jack, into having the double up set up onto Tizian, onto Tabson and Smooya. Risky choice to take, but see if it pays off in the long run. Obviously, for now, they are going to go down 6-2 unless they can win with the pistols again. But it's rare you see that once in a game, let alone twice. Grubby the M4. HE grenade thrown out should finish the job on the Tabson. Doesn't quite connect. Oh, but Tabson's shots will. Through the door, though, he will be traded.
Yeah, it's all starting to go wrong, really, as they are being picked apart. The T response is very effective as well. Godby barely gets away towards long as he will start to scurry out of there. Tries to exit back up towards top mid. At least he can sync up with Tizian. Could always pass over that M4 as well. Tizian's at 100 HP. They both have armor. It depends on what they actually want to do into this round, as the likelihood of them winning it is very, very minimal. And it seems like they are just going to be going for the overall save. Godby getting away, as he is quite low. And Tizian hoping to try and save an AK on the exit.
Ooh, crouch. Does catch PHR off guard. Will actually save an AK as well, so that will help them in the next round. 6-2. Big have taken a big risk here by going down this many rounds early and going for the double save after losing the pistol. The double save there, the last one. Now then, the question is, what's the call going to be from a go? They know if they win 1 or 2 more rounds, they're going to be set for the half, especially if they get to 8+. So what's the call going to be to try and get them there? So far, just playing for picks has been very, very effective. They've been winning the duels against Big, especially towards A-Long. We've seen aggression from Smooya that backfires early on into the round, so a go. If they just play the defaults, play it safe, hold the angles, wait for Big to make the mistake, that could be their window of victory.
Smooya hoping someone is going to walk in towards his site here as he just sits in the back lines. But instead, they just re-smoke it. Playing very slow and steady here on the side of a go. They've had Big's number for countless rounds now. And they do it again. Smooya gets tagged up ever so slightly. The push is getting ready to burst out through long as well. And it will be up to Godby to try and save the day. Playing anti-flash right now, just sitting against the wall. As they get very close, just waiting for the moment of entry. The quick trade comes through, Tabson gets one, but God B goes down. It has caused a slight stalemate, and Tabson paranoid there, adjusting, expecting the short push to come through with a crunch at the same time, tries to re-aggress. He wants that long control, but Taul takes his head.
Takes his head, but does he take the round? Grubby pushes in towards middle. Perfect time in there, catches Smooya and Tizian completely off guard, and leaves Nex alone in the 1 versus 3. 20 seconds remaining. Does find the first one into this exchange, but as 2 more frags to find as the bomb will be planted towards the ace site. No defuse skip, just the HE in hand, and the Molotov to work with as well. He can charge through that smoke. Tries to bait out shot, or just work out exactly where the 2 players are. He has so much to clear there right now. Yeah, just going to be saving the AK, it seems, into the next round, and a go. They get to 7. 7-2. Big going to be forced again onto pistols here. This could be 8-2 this early on. A go showing a completely different face to what we saw on Train. But then again, at the second half of Train, they really showed a new lease of life before eventually they did lose. But they were down 14-5 at that point. Maybe if the game had gone on longer, they could have done better. Maybe they're showing us what could have been. Oh, wow. 100 ADR there for Taul. 139 ADR for Grubby. Wow.
It's quite crazy. Stats definitely proving how effective a go have been into this one so far. And a pause finally comes through. I can only imagine this would be for the side of Big, which it will be, to try and work out really what is going wrong. What can they actually adjust? Because they need to get back into this game. And they're struggling right now. Their CT side is just falling to bits.
Yeah, the question is, can they pick up the pieces? 5-round deficit now. They're going to be going for the pause. I mean, they have to go for a save here as well, Jack. That's what's crazy. Unless they force around a saved weapon. Yeah, it seems like they will actually. Orb for Tabson. M4. Wow, what the hell? That buy is really good for what they had. Of course, yeah. Round loss bonus, plus the fact that Nex, I believe it was, saved the weapon, which means he can drop it over. So that 3-weapon buy becomes a 4-weapon buy, plus the AWP as well, which he dropped over. So a single AWP buy with 2 M4s becomes a double AWP setup, and 2 rifles as well is far, far greater than expected. So a go probably won't be expecting this level of a buy.
Potentially not. Let's see if they can actually do anything with it on that CT side as well, as Smooth is playing a very aggressive close angle. Tizian gets the kill on Grubby as well. A little bit of luck in their favor as Grubby pushed out ever so slightly too far. Gave that frag away for free. It's round number 10. This is quite an important one. Big, they've been almost dormant into this game. Is this where they wake up? Towards long, they're definitely still sleeping as Taul is eliminating them.
1 by 1. CT aggression here from Tizian. We'll be gaining so much valuable information. The problem is, though, once again, it's going to be sandwiched by PHR and Taul here towards the T-spawn side and the stairs side. 2 versus 1. Smooya here on towards the site, has the AWP, spots the first player, and the bomb as well. Misses the crucial first shot here. Won't have too many chances, and they will be vanishing in front of his eyes. This is the reset as well. Maybe not, though. Next in a 2 versus 1. Finds the first kill. Has no defuse, gives us to make quick work of these remaining foes.
Yeah, it would need to be an absolutely insane round from Nex if he wants to win it. Gets his flashbang ready, but instead switches back, tries to go for the contact peek. Oh, big damage transferred on towards Taul, brought him down very low, but unfortunately he couldn't actually get the initial frag, so Taul trades it back, and that does bring them up to an 8-2 scoreline. And Agoa looking pretty dominant here on their T side. Another pause comes through. Again, I'd probably imagine this will be Big trying to work out what they can do, because they're like lambs to the slaughter right now, Snods. They're just being picked to pieces.
Yeah, I mean, for a go as well on the T side of Dust2. I mean, we said it before, right? Dust2 is the map where upsets happen. That's why I said what was it? 2.7 odds to 1.35. It's Dust2 to go. You could argue the odds should be even higher against a go, maybe even 3 to 1.25. The reason being is a go are 2 wins and 9 losses currently in Pro League. Especially with how that last map went when they were 14-5 down as well. Coming into Dust2, you could have argued the odds could have been even greater. But let's see then. Big going to be on for a pistol buy, 2 smokes, 3 CZs and 2 Deagles. We've seen them do work with the pistols before, but I think if you're a Go, you just have to play so safe now. You have such a big advantage, but don't let it get to your head. Play it smart. Try get to double digits, 10-5 at the half, win that pistol on your CT side, and then just close it out.
Tizian, waiting for the walk-up to happen, goes for the face, but PHR, easy pickings. It's just simple stuff, literally just holding their angles right now. And the CT side is pushing into them and being gifted these 3 frags, as it now falls back into quite a horrible position to be in. Got B next and Smooya. Furlan will be able to trade it back, get another frag, takes down Smooya. The CT side can do nothing against this, being manhandled.
Yeah, I mean, 9-2. These rounds as well, they haven't been too close. We've seen clutches, but even then they're 1 versus 2s or 1 versus 3s that are heavily favored for a Go in almost every single case. It hasn't been, you know, crazy clutches that reset the money against Big. Instead, the only rounds Big have won is off the back of an eco win. So it's very strange to see. I think we should be seeing a pause being called here by Legge or by the Big side and allow for a breather, because they're now 9-2 down. Lose 1 more, it's double digits, and we saw what happened to G2 versus Wendigo.
Well, they've only got 2 pauses left though at this point. So it's definitely going to be a matter of when is it going to be important for them? Do they want to save any of those pauses when they get onto that second half? The reinvestment comes back out. Smooya on the AWP. They've only got 1 kit between all 5 players as well. So if this gets into a late round retake, it could be awkward depending on where Tizian perishes and at what point he dies as well. A minute and 40 on the clock. An aggressive stance taken from Smooya to try and get a little bit more map control in the favor of Big this time around. A Ghost still playing it very slow and very stable.
Ooh, good HG there from Smooya. Good awareness from him. 2 players now tagged up by a Go. Down to 70 HP onto PHR and Sparrow. Very, very slow rounds have been called by a Go. These haven't been rushes, charges, or anything of that nature. Instead, it's been very slow, steady defaults. We've seen Smooya push towards B and die. We've seen Tizian push towards B and die, all from a Go holding. But let's see if things will change. Got B. Isolator now, the double smoke towards long. Flashbang comes in. Has the backup as well of next once the smokes do fade. That's a brilliant flashbang. Catches the bomb and Taul off center. Next pushing through the smoke. Finds the kill onto PHR, but it's going to be swiftly traded off as well. And in the meantime, Grubby towards the B site has completely opened things up. The bomb is stuck though. Smooya has the angle. Push coming in from behind from Tizian. They can try and isolate the bomb and make this into a 2 versus 2 where they have the... There's 20 seconds left, Jack.
Yeah, they need to be rapid about this if they're actually going to be able to pick this round up. It's very awkward. It comes down to a matter of seconds of how this one is going to go. Tizian with the backstab, gets the first frag, expects the push from the rear. The round's as good as over. Surely there's no way Grubber can try and clutch this one out. He's got 9 seconds to get 2 kills, and Smooya will find the frag. So Big, they do win that one in the end.
Nine to 3. Seemed like a round that should have gone a Go's favor. If they didn't concede the bomb stupidly towards A long, that would have been their round as well. This would be a 10-2 scoreline. I don't want to say Big got lucky. Obviously, they made great of a bad situation for a Go, but is that round repeatable? That's the real question here. If they get reset again, Jack, we're looking at a 12-3. Smooya boosted up towards short for a 2nd time running this time, trying to see if he can make amends of the... Ooh, bad play from last one. Gets spotted out towards short. Grubber doesn't want to overface. Smooya will eventually concede. Fall back towards the A side. So very close exchange there. Tizian up close. Probably waiting for a flashbang, I'd imagine, but nothing's been thrown just yet. Nex is here as well. It seems like Big are expecting a mid to B split potentially.
Tabson. Setting himself up, just waiting for the push to come towards him. Nexenko waiting over at mid, though. Next gets one. Tizian with the extension around. Easy kills are coming through as they're all being picked to pieces. It's only Furlan that remains in a 1-on-4. As to try and back off towards top mid. Gobby will get the frag with an MP7 of all weapons and saves that secondary orb. So they can actually have the triple orb set up out now as well. The Hydra.
Good way of saying that. Round number 14. Double orb set up now from Big, and this is where Big are at their best. Gobby has the orb, though. Triple orb. Oh my god, sorry. I saw Tabson and Smooth there, and it's obviously instantly...
Yeah.
Even though you said the Hydra of orbs. Huh. Well, this is interesting. This is innovating. But orbs are bad at retakes, so they need some kills here ASAP. Tizian towards the B side. The flashbangs don't connect there once the players from a go, but those flashbangs do. Oh, but this flank from Grubby is so well timed. Finds one, can't quite get any more than that though. And now they know that the A site's completely clear, Jack. They're going to be thundering towards A.
Sparrow brought down to 16 HP. Sparrow finds that headshot, transfers it back on towards Next, trying to keep it going. It is a 3-on-3. It's anyone's round at this point. It could still go either way, and Big are going to be the ones that need it the most. Backstab slowly coming through, so we can see that rotate coming around from Tizian. Furlan does have the bomb. If he gets that kill, he could get a huge amount of information. Sparrow and Furlan are both fairly low as well. There is a chance into this round that he could be able to upset Taul. What can he really do? He's the player at 100 HP. He's going for the full rotate back around, actually by suicide now, and just going to be hammering it down mid. So Tizian could be set up for a nice free kill here. Will get one and the flick up. Takes down Furlan. That is tremendous. And it is all on Sparrow to save the day. There is no chance as he will go down. And they pick up that round, making it a 9-5 scoreline now. But there is still cash for a go as they can reinvest.
They can indeed. Obviously, winning 5 rounds in a row, their money is going to be good. And for Big, salvage this half, you could argue. Down 9-2, now 9-5. If they get the last run as well and make it 9-6, they're in the runnings to equalize this one. 3 players waiting outside long once again. A go play very passive on their T side. Tabson with the first though. Sparrow was taken out. And now with that, bomb goes back in. Maybe actually might even pick up the AWP as well from Sparrow's corpse. Actually, no, just going to be throwing out smoke towards Xbox. Fake as if they're going up towards short. And I imagine they go towards a long and lurk out after a bit.
Well, the smoke goes down. Got B. Very brave. Pushes himself straight into it. Holds it. They're all going to run into him because of the smoke. They get stuck. He gets the first kill and the damage transfer on towards PHR. But they have traded it back. Have a big advantage. They've got a huge lead in terms of the players that are currently alive on the server. And 30 seconds left to work with now. Smooth with a critical kill, eliminates Taul, gets tagged down, but they've got everything in their favor. They know where the bomb is, they've got the majority advantage of players, there's only 20 seconds left on the clock. The T side needs to do something absolutely incredible, and they need to do it now. And Smooya is picking them to pieces, Next with a final killing blow, and they will end the half at a 9-6. All things considered, it could have been a whole lot worse for Big.
Yeah, most definitely. Odds now have shifted, wow, 2 to 1.65 in favor of a go. I think if you're... Obviously, I can't bet.
No.
Right? I would personally, this isn't financial advice, I'm saying smart money is to be made on Big.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. 2 for 1 returns. 9-6 the half. Bigger heavy favorites. But now on their T side where Godby shines. Coming into the second half, if they win that pistol.
If you put a pound down, that'd be 2.99s from the ice cream truck.
Do you know what? I actually went to an ice cream truck. It said 99p flake, and it cost me £3.
Sorry?
It's so funny. He got the card machine out. I was like, that'd be £3.50, please. I was just like, what? But it's in my hand already, so I was just like, that is ridiculous.
Inflation's owned you there, mate.
Yeah, I know. Maybe 100 years ago, it was a 99p flake. I just couldn't believe it. It was in London, though. So
yeah,
maybe that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. A pound is actually £3.20 in London.
Yeah.
Well, we're in this round. 9-6 is the scoreline currently. Big trying to make their move up short. And heading out towards the A bomb site. There's a Tech 9 on Godby, the rest of them sticking to the Glocks. We've got Armour on 3 players, and Tizian having the utility.
Big round for Big. Ooh, strong start here for Sparrow. Next goes down, but as long as Godby and Tizian are alive with the utility, that's what matters most. Smoke coming in towards short. Flash is running over as well. This could be a drop in towards CT. Is that a one-way? It's very hard to tell when you play with Godby because he has so many intricate smokes.
Yeah, his repertoire is quite large. Smee gets dinked though, unfortunately tagged on the side of the head. Luckily enough, they will kill the player that has tagged their brethren, and everyone is being popped to pieces. Tabson has had a huge round. 3 kills found thus far, being very effective into the second pistol. And still looking for more.
Oof. 4 versus 2. Make it 1. PHR now last alive. Been spotted towards middle and easily going to be taken care of by Tabson. 9-7. I'm just saying. It would have been a lot of money. Could have been made if you did make that. But round number 17, 7-9, 2 rounds between these two teams, and obviously are going for the save. Obviously, Big is the only team that I've seen so far that have gone for the double save. There hasn't been too much examples of the new change to the round loss bonus. Obviously, it came in the middle of the Star Series tournament, so not many teams and players have had time to really calculate things, work out what's best, etc. But yeah, Big being the only team that we've seen actually go for the double save. Interesting to see if a go for it as well.
Yeah, we'll find out. As of right now, though, the round looking like it is quite heavily favoured towards Big. Definitely locking this one down quite easily in the early stages as they swarm their way out in towards the B site. Tabson gets a kill on Grubby. Tizian as well, looking to cut off the rotate of Sparrow over by T-Spawn. Smee is the only one to go down as he will be slain by Furlan, but they will avenge him. Tabson gets that kill with the Kalashnikov and it goes 8-9.
Round number 18. And yeah, it's going to be the Quasi-Bike coming out from a go, so taking a page out of the book of Big. 2 scouts, 3 CZs. Have got armor as well, so if they can fire weaponry, can't pick it up. Ooh, PH shot the tag, misses the second shot though, and it gets the tag. So 4 versus 4. Retake here for a go. No defuse kit, no reason to save as well as they are going for the buy. It's round number 19. Next with 1, eventually traded out.
Yeah, all the kills are just swarming back in though. A go, making a pretty effective job of the retakes so far. And they're not even into the bomb site yet. Just playing from the outside. Tabson going to go down. A Sparrow will time the peak fantastically. That's a double kill.
Wait, what?
Yeah, completely owns it there with a scout. They're going to jump on the bomb. That'll be a 10th round now picked up for a go. Quite a good attack from him. Very effective from window. Able to find both of those frags.
It's a 4 versus 4. You've only got armor on 3 players. You only have scouts. Wow. We've had eco round wins, quasi-buy round wins in this one. It's definitely been intense in every single round. Smee trying to see if he can get the tag, as we saw from Sparrow. multiple times earlier. Not quite fortunate there. So, full buy from both these teams. Important round for Big to win. If they lose, they're going to be forced onto pistols, and Go can really start to run away with the lead in this one. Conversely, if Go lose this round, they get fully reset, Jack, and we could see a 10-10, 11-10 scoreline for them as Tizian kicks things off towards long.
Pop Flash going to be going over. Ready to go for that play out. Sparrow gets one and kill. Back on Tabson. Tries to crouch down and stay alive, but he will lose his face in the end. Next, connects that shot with the Kalashnikov and rips his way straight through him. Grubby going to start to push his way back up. Go for the short backstab. Does spot them out and have an inkling of what is occurring. A huge AK spam will annihilate God B. And it is just on Nex and Smooya now to save the day. Or this could very well be an 11th round picked up for a Go, and the Polish powerhouse could start to run away with the game.
Smooya clearing the angles towards long. They have no smoke for the cross. That is the issue. Smooya trying to throw the bomb over. Oh, actually does get it as well. So Nex can plant for Smooya at it long. This is definitely a round that can be feasible for Big. Bomb planted as the round and the retake does go underway. Defuse gets here for the CT side, but no Molotovs and no smokes.
Smooya looking to try and get an angle, trying so hard there as he extended out quite forcibly. Luckily gets one, but couldn't adjust himself. Had too much downtime there from getting the first shot off to moving his crosshair down to try and find that kill. So Go. Looks like they were debating whether or not they want to go for the double AWP setup. They did. It was just Grubby didn't see that PHR had dropped it to him. So they do save the double AWP. That is now 11 rounds picked up as well. In a very commanding spot. The rebuy will come back out for Big, but it's just a pistol investment. God B being the only one that seems to favour the new Tech 9 changes.
It's true. It's the only person we've seen so far today with it. Utility thrown out towards long. 4 versus 4. Tizian's lowest HP as well. Wouldn't read into it too much, obviously. Big have pistols and armor. Tabson will be picking up the weapon, though, from the corpse of Grubby, so he has that to work with. Sparrow with the AWP here as well on towards the site. Goes for the peaks towards long. One of the kills, nice and easily, so it is going to be 12-8 here in favor of a Go. As we head into round number 21. AWP for Tau and Sparrow. So they're the ones bringing out the double AWP setup here. Big with the AWP on to Smooya. No Kevlar for him to back it up, so might not get as aggressive. Polarized performance from him as last map, as you said, 27 kills. This one, though, only on 8.
Yeah, definitely a lot less impactful, but maybe he could try and open himself back into it. Sparrow finds that kill as he shoots God B in the leg. Tizian got the follow-up frag as well. Outrageous stuff as they definitely switch things up. A very confident burst on short there. A Go. Style points coming through now. Finessing on their opponent's nods.
Brilliant shot there from him. That's a 2-man advantage now to the spy round for a Go. Don't agree with that from PHR. You've seen the smoke towards middle. You know it's a mid to B split. Still goes for the face there. And now it's all down to Tau. Has the smoke for the tunnel. Has to be scary about AWP to come in as well. 2 angles to cover. That's the flank of Furlan immediately coming in.
Furlan going to try and tiptoe his way up. Gets in position to go for the backstab. It all depends on the timing here. As he can be so effective, he could save them majorly. Sets it up, gets 1, gets 2. Next fires back through, and now it's up to him to save the day. He has to go full John Rambo. The nade's going to hit him in the forehead and blow him to bits. Brought down to just 40 HP. Grubby will challenge it and eliminate him. And that is now a 13-8 scoreline. A Go soaring through.
5-round advantage now for a Go. Well played there. They get the boost towards short. Usually, if you're the T side there, you have the advantage. You caught the CTs boosting. Obviously, Sparrow doesn't land that crazy shot, and Godby gets 2 kills there. That could have been a very different scenario. And now it's just a rush in towards the B site. Through the flames, easy being taken care of, dispatched by the flames. So PHR gonna make this one 14-8. 6-run advantage here for a go. In terms of kills, evenly distributed there for the CT side. In terms of the buy as well, Smooya, I believe he's been dropped an AWP, I'm not sure. tabseN maybe has the best spawn, and it makes sense as to why he has the AWP over Smooya. Yep. We'll be going for the peek towards a long. First frag found there by tabseN. 5 vs 4, Big still have a chance to bring this back in their favor.
Towel gets kill over on towards next. It is the 4-on-4 now. And a go. If they pick this round up, that'll be the 15th for match point secure. They eliminate Godby. Sparrow allowed to back off and stay alive as well. Goes for the repeat, but the flashbang blinds him. And tabseN will capitalize with a Kalashnikov. They slide out towards the site. A bit of a muffed nade there from Towel, which could be a bit of a nuisance. Tries to get the Molotov down on site as well. It will ignite. Unfortunately, not force anyone out of an advantageous position. Tizium with the timing. Gets the flick around, takes down Grubby. Still carries on pushing as well. That's the second smoke now used on short. And they've got a ton of time left to go. Towel and PHR debating whether or not they want to just save this one. Concede it, take it 14-9, and then step it back up in the next game. Or the next round, rather.
Ooh. Obviously, if they can try and deny saves of the weapons for Big, maybe they can force out weakened utility. Oh wow, actually, there's going to be no AWP now for Smooya. The money is dreadful here for Big. No head armor for Smooya. The utility as well is going to be dreadful. 2 smokes to, well, 3 smokes now. 4 after the buys do come through, but 1 Molotov. So, Godby going for a fast play towards long. Smooya dispatched off by Sparrow's AWP. Flash inside the smoke as Grubby pushes forward. Very aggressive stance into this one. Slightly perplexed as to why he did that on his own, but I guess he didn't expect Godby to be so close to smoke.
Potentially so. Was able to cha-cha slide behind them. I mean, they've at least traded 1 for 1. The advantage can still be in the favor of a go. They've got the double AWP set up. But Furlan is pretty much the only player by the A site, and he is gone. tabseN just contact, walks up, gets the kill. The lead they did have and the advantage is slowly sliding away from them more and more. Big are gaining control of the A site. They're forcing a go into disadvantageous positions. They're getting tags out. It's not looking too great. Sparrow tries to go for the extension around. The bomb has gone down. And again, the debate comes into effect. Do they want to just save this one? Did it go 15-10? What, 14-10? And then try and step back into it. It's a double AWP to save. They've got money. Towels on 9k. They can efficiently buy. They might as well just concede this one.
Yeah, and they shall. Even though they lose Smooya earlier, the push towards long. Obviously catching Grubby out as he tried to keep control there, flashing himself through the smoke, conceding the kill towards long. Obviously was the beginning of the end. 4 a go. Now it is 10-14. Big are on double digits now as well. And now we should be seeing the AWP for Smooya, so that's going to be Big at their best. Once again, the double AWP setup from a go. Obviously 1 round away from match point, so Big unable to make any mistakes here. And obviously for both these teams, they don't want wins in overtime. So the first one, Tizium though. And Grubby as well finds Smooya. 4 versus 3 early on. Big going to be losing these exchanges.
Yeah, being picked to pieces, Snods. It's not going too well at all. Luckily, tabseN starts to make it a little bit better for the side of Big. Gets the headshot over on Grubby. The nade's going to be transferred out. Furlan with the AWP misses the headshot that he seemed like he had lined up. And the position they were in is slipping further and further away from them. It's now a 1-on-2 for Furlan. He moves up, gets into position to try and find these kills. But can he get the shot off? Finds the headshot there on towards God B. Molotov down on short to restrict next. He has the smoke to extinguish it if he needs to. Actually gets tagged up by it. The same cannot be said for Furlan though. No smoke. He cannot extinguish the Molotov on the site. He has to wait for that to go away. So tons of time ticking away. Taps the bomb to try and force the face. He wants to bait him in. He knows if he was going to win the round, he would have defused it by now. So next, toying with him. Tries to go for the tag. Nearly actually got the defuse off as well. And next will win the round. 11 to 14. Big. They're bringing it back.
Ooh, pause.
It's a tactical pause coming out.
From who, though?
From
a go. Okay,
yeah.
Thank you, Kat. Obviously, they have money on Tatau and Spero, so they can go for the buy if they want to. 14 to 11. A go, they can drop over the weapons, they can go for the buy here. The problem is they're one round away from OT. They've lost games in overtime already. I believe it was the Space Soldiers earlier on or last week. This is the issue for them right now, is this win in regulation is so important because they've played 11 games, they've only won 2. Let's see then. So far, long control in favour of a go. They can leave Furlan here alone and rotate an extra player towards the A site. Big going to be grouping up outside A long and outside short as well. So maybe an A split once again. It's been effective for them earlier.
Trying to slowly get themselves a little bit of map control here. As they push their way up, getting closer towards this A site. Sparrow just going to be sat there with the AWP, waiting for the push to come across. Smoke goes over, blocks off short for the meantime. As they are setting themselves up to go for this. They have a ton of utility. They can block off the lines of sight. They can use the Molotovs and nades to force the CTs out of position. But the response is there from a go. Molotovs get dropped down. Flashbang in the air. Grubby keeps himself isolated for so long, but when he finally goes for the face, he is ripped to pieces by Tabson. Sparrow not given a single opportunity to even grace them with his AWP either, as they've kept themselves in pretty defensive angles. PHR gets one. The response is good as well towards long. Tizian goes down. There's only 3 players left on the T side, and they are all low apart from Smooya. And he's the one with the AWP. Nade gonna roll through, barely staying alive. Finally, they're starting to get picked to pieces, and it comes up to the UK man himself, Smooya. The one-on-one. Taul versus him with the AWP, but he gets the pick. Taul had no idea. Smooya will win the round. And Big keep on trucking, Snods. It's 14 to 12. At one point, this was majorly favoured towards a go. A huge distance, a gap that it didn't seem like Big would be able to return from, but now they are just swinging their way back into this game and looking deadly. If they win this round, it will go 14-13, Snods, and from that point onwards, it seems like it could definitely be a game for Big.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Grubby with the solid M4, obviously. Tao's gone from 4 spy, which is very strange to see. Or he did drop over the M4, I'm not sure. Either way, push coming in towards long from all 5 players of Big. Spare the Deagle shot onto God B. Obviously, remember, one upset around here, and it's going to be match point confirmed. But Tabson brings this one back into a more even affair. Furlan the push through the smoke, the flashbang doesn't connect, and next, Tabson, they all find kills apiece. It's going to be 13 to 14, but they go have a buy up into the next one. So they can still try and avoid that 14-14 scoreline. And to be honest though, Jack, if they go lose this round and this game, or not this round, but this game, they're going to be hard to forgive themselves. And going forward, that's really going to be debilitating on their mental state.
Because you get yourself into a position where you feel like you should really take this match, and they should. I mean, this is their game to lose at this point, and they've been doing just that. They've been throwing rounds away, Big, winning sort of positions that it doesn't even seem like they'd be able to win. That previous round, so many players so low. The retake just couldn't come through. They're being decimated here even when it comes down to just trying to save the AWP. And it is definitely wild to say the least. And it's not like they're not performing on the side of a go. Everyone pretty much similar kills there. 2 players on 21 frags, 1 player on 20 kills. All very close together.
Tactical timeout called by Big. So, the point Ezio, our observers, trying to make in showing the money for Big is if Big lose the round and get reset, they won't have as much money as you'd expect, really, because they got to drop over God B, unless he's already been dropped over. If he hasn't, they got to drop him. So then 2 players will have cash. Oh, less than that, actually, now that the buys come through. Let's see, has God B been dropped? I'm not sure. But the point is, if they lose this round, Jack, and it goes 15 to 13, the money will be so low that once they get the round loss bonus, it won't be enough for a full buy.
Yeah.
Therefore, Go have a heavy, heavy chance of making it 16 to 13.
The only player with cash is Tamsin. He's the only one that's really fragging for the side of Big as well, which is definitely risky. Sparrow on the close angle here with the AWP. It's quite cheeky. Goes for the shot on the fadeaway, just wants to pull back. Is luckily boosted instantly up onto short there by Grubby. So the positioning could catch them off guard, but Grubby needs to get into the elevator angle quickly here. The smoke has been thrown a little bit awkwardly, so it gives them the opportunity to push straight through it. Gets one and a big spray down tag onto God B as well, so they're weakened. The push will be stunted for the meantime as well, as he does slow it down. He's been a barrier to entry. Unfortunately, Tizian comes through from the rear. Not only does he get the first pick, but he just sprays them all down. He's ripping his way through 3 men at once, and next will deal with Taul, and they have been picked to pieces.
And there you have it, 14 to 14. Gosh, look at the cash here for a Go. $3,000 for a few of those players. They're going to be saving for overtime, Jack. Gosh, 14 to 8 up. And now it's all squared. 14 to 14. Scout for PHR. HE grenades as well, but towards A long they fall. The HE's grenades, though, dealing a lot of damage against Big. But the AK is prevailing. AWP as well for Smooya, making this one all down to PHR. It's going to be 15 to 14 in favor of Big.
Oh, PHR goes down. Considering this looks like it was so heavily favored to a Go, and it was only a matter of time before they won it, we're now in a position where this round decides whether or not Big are going to be taking it, or if a Go can force it into overtime. And even then, if it goes to overtime, at most, you know, if they lose it, they're going to get a point. If they win it, that's only 2 points. It's not ideal.
It's far from ideal. So, final round of the regulation is at play. So in towards Pip. Grubby here towards short. 2 players playing towards CT. This is very interesting to see from a Go. Obviously, Big have gone very, very heavy towards the A site in the last round, so because of that, they're leaving PHR alone towards B, bring an extra player towards the A site early, so they had 4 players towards A if it was a fast play from Big. Furlan here being baited for the AWP of Sparrow, so good play here, but they bring out their initiative at the last minute in the final round, and you could argue, is it too late?
Sprays coming through. Smooya brought down to 1 HP. Luckily, Bogdan's Law is in effect, and he might have 1 hit point, but if he can still let the AWP do its magic, he might be able to give Edge a bit of an advantage into the round. A Go. It's a good start for them, though.
Smooya on to 1 HP. So, Grubby with the angle here towards short. No, flashbang, that's the bomb. Oh, this is going to be overtime, Jack. And there you have it. Next now in a 1 versus 5.
Yeah, this will be going to overtime. There is no way Next would have to ace it to win it, and he cannot, meaning we will be heading through to overtime. At this point, they're going to be splitting the points no matter what. One side that wins it will be walking away with 2, the lion's share of the 3 points, and the other team will get 1 point just for forcing it into overtime.
Well, well, well. Overtime, Jack, our favourite. So, obviously if you're Big, you're going to be feeling very, very confident going into OT. You were down 14-8. You made it 15-14. You had the advantage. Towards the second half of the map, you're looking far better than a Go were. Now we're in overtime. Money is no object. They get the full buys, the double op setups if they want it on their CT side. They can basically have everything.
But will they have confidence to get into this one? From what we saw last time around, when we did see overtime in Pro League, it literally came down to the team that won all 3 rounds of the half that would actually be able to close it out. If not, it was very back and forth every time. So obviously both sides can buy up. Both sides are going to be into a good position no matter what happens here. So it will be an interesting one as we dive back into it. Dust2 overtime, our first overtime of this week. And there is still a lot more to go.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 more matches, obviously 2 more maps even, 1 more match. FaZe versus Space Soldiers, very good matchup later on. And then, yeah, 5 more days. 13 more maps.
Yeah, all the maps, all the gaming. So far, it's been a very close affair. For a Go, you can't help but feel like they're going to be a little bit disappointed in themselves. I mean, this could have been a victory in regulation here, really, for the most part. It seemed like they were in the driving seat. They've let it slip away. And their opponents have forced them into overtime. Big. Is this where they bring it back and now win it? Or will a Go still be able to at least walk away with 2 points from this series? No matter what, it feels like it is going to be a rough one. We are jumping back into it anyways. The game will now begin again.
First round of overtime. Furlan holding the AWP. It is going to be the double up setup from Sparrow and Furlan. Tau going to be on the M4 actually. Surprising to see. So, first kill by Smooya. PHR goes down. There's only 1 player surviving on the B defense as he gets 1 to go B. Furlan outside that smoke as well towards middle. Juggling the risk as to whether or not he should go through the smoke and just get aggressive with that AWP.
Furlan getting tagged up now, brought down to 73 HP. Smooya finds that kill on Furlan with the AWP, as he will be able to blow his way through him. And here comes the push out. They're going to be leaping and bounding in towards this B-bomb site. Tau ready for it, goes for the spam, but can't quite find it. Will be eliminated by Next. And it is now a 2-on-4 retake for a Go. Also the backstab in Tizian. He's going to hear all of this. The footsteps as they sprint their way around. If he finds this kill, this will be this round over, and already Big kicking it off with a nice opener. They only lose God B, and they take that round with relative ease.
So, first buy round for Big, and as you said, in overtimes, with the cash now being so strong, before, if you went 2 rounds up, you'd usually get the last one as well because the other team were forced onto, UMPs, CZs, etc. If you were on the T side. That Molotov really denying the push there from Tizian to get aggressive in towards B. Brings him down to 46 points of health as well. So, Big grouping up now towards middle. Taking control towards short. They've seen a Go play heavy towards the corner here, so God B is juggling, jiggling, whatever you want to say, jiggling that corner. Lines up the one way to peek in towards Car. Instead, though, Sparrow's AWP is playing on the ramp.
Your beef. Spots the head there, but couldn't actually get the shot off. Tried to go for a bold play. The Molotov going to ignite Smooya as well. Brings it down just 88 HP as it will detonate slightly in front of him. 55 seconds left on the clock. Big. They've been splitting around, really. Just trying to go for the old split and pick, see what they can actually find. At this point, they do begin to group up. And it seems like it is shaping up like a play towards the A site from a split push.
Smoke does fade. Triple AWP setup, Jack, on their T side. This is something I've never seen before.
It is outrageous.
If they make this work, then fair play.
Well, Sparrow gets one, takes down Tizian. The angle is still being held, so he should be punished. But But the rotate comes around. Godby's out of there. He's skedaddling. Luckily enough, with an AWP like that towards mid, he does have an awful lot of control of the map. And 3 kills have been found with the AWP so far. So definitely paying themselves off. Sparrow on the exit takes the 1v1 versus Godby. Will eliminate him, but that is still now a second round picked up for Big. That is going to bring them to a 17-15 scoreline. And it's looking like right now they're dominating in overtime.
Yeah, it's going to be 17-15 here. Triple AWP setup from Big. Well, that's crazy. It worked as well. Obviously, having the AWP in the outer plant position, very strong. You saw Godby finding 2 frags from the top of middle to deny the cross from B to A. Obviously, it could have been 3 kills as well if he didn't miss the shot to Sparrow from behind. So, Tizian goes for the peek towards long. Flashbang doesn't come in time, and therefore, Tao with the opening kill.
Just going for this fast push down through mid here. Sparrow holding the angle, looking like he wants to try and go for the face across. Godby going to be pepper sprayed up, just brought down 29 HP. Good use of the HE as well. Detonates it on top of Tabson. Godby forced to try and retrieve the AWP, and he is getting tags off, but they're not converting any of them into kills so far. Smooya has to rotate back around. They're investing everything they've got into this firefight towards mid. Godby survives barely, just on 1 HP. It's him and Smooya with the AWPs now as they rotate around. Sparrow trying to go for the wall bang up onto short.
So many AWPs in play right now. There's 4. Make it 3. Godby onto 1 HP now, 1 versus 4. We'll be crossing. Farlan is there at the ramp as well. Yeah, easy kill. 17-16, Big with 2. A go with 1 as we go into the second half of OT. Who have you got taking this one, Jack?
I think Big is still going to be able to lock it down. It seems like they've been pretty commanding since we've got into overtime. That last round, very messy. Obviously, everyone basically throwing whatever they could into the chaos that occurred towards mid. And then it started to just get left in disarray. As we'll now flip them over onto the opposite sides and carry on with this matchup. Let's see what they can achieve. First to 19 here, Big. If they win the next 2 rounds, they can lock it down. A go. Going to be looking to try and force this one into a second overtime, really.
Well, well, well. Both teams have secured points. You said loser gets 1 point. Winner gets 2. Very slow round for both of these teams as there's a lot at stake. For Big, they need the 2-0 here for more comfortable games later on versus higher tier opposition. And for a go, they need this as a lifeline to stay in to avoid auto-relegation already. They've played 10 maps, sorry, 11, 1-2, and they are in a very poor position. But into this one here, into the now. Godby, aggressive towards A long, has information. Here's the steps, here's the grenades being pulled. We'll draw the rotation of Nex and Tabson towards A as well. Oh, this is a really good off angle here. Tabson's holding the ankle. There's Godby close by the door as well. This is very effective here from Big.
Nice early kill coming through. There's only 4 players left. Make that 3 now as Grubby gets overthrown by Tizzy in the Mortal Kombat towards mid in the close range. Flashbangs it as well. Waiting to erase them. The double Molotov comes through, trying to keep him at bay. They've smoked it off as well, and they're bombarding that B site. Smooya, 100% focused here towards tunnels. When he adjusts, gets 1 kill. Tabson helps him out at the same time as well as they converge together. It is all up to Sparrow. Gets the first shot off with the AWP, but has to just keep on pushing. Tabson will eliminate him with that USP. 18 rounds now achieved for Big. They need 1 more round to close this down. And they're in a pretty damn good position to do so.
2 match points here, Jack. for Big to close this one out. 2-0. Sparrow spots the head there of Smooyer over the smoke. Doesn't quite get an advantage from it though. PHR aggressive towards short. Next with the HE grenade, well timed. Ooh, poor miss there from Tabson, but the HE grenade will do something at least. As they're going to be caught in transition, caught in the blender, as they're going to be flashed up. Easy pickings here for the rifles.
Kills are going through in favor of a go at this point, looking very effective, but Godb fires back through, gets 1 kill. Can Godb close out the game? The bomb is going to be going down. Godb in a 1 versus 2 as he slowly pushes up into a better angle, but Sparrow was primed and ready. Sparrow gets the shot off, and it does go 18-17. If it goes 18-18, we'll be going to double overtime. If Big can take this round and shut it down 19-17, they will be taking the majority points and walking away with 2 from the series. There's a double AWP setup for the CT side in the last round here. Tabson going to be taking an AWP. Smooyer on the other one. Godb next and Tizian all rocking the rifles as we kick this one off. Sparrow ignited early on there. Brought down to 68 HP off the back of the molly.
5 versus 4. Smooyer first onto Sparrow. Still match point here for Big. As Tabson pushing in towards middle. Should catch PHR off guard. If he continues to swing around the corner, which he will do. Oh, they might line up here. Jack, that's 1. Second. Ooh, doesn't quite get it. X will smoke off the angle though and eventually fall back. Godb has pushed long again, so X here alone towards a short. Still got 2 players towards B there from Big.
Oh, Next playing from Shoxy. Instantly drops off as he is quite dubious about this one. Doesn't fancy his chances from that angle. Trying to get a headshot off. Spams out towards Grubby but can't muster it up. Godb going to rotate in, but Next and Tizzy have taken a hefty hit from the grenade. And PHR will be able to exchange one out as well. Luckily Godb bails them out of the awkward situation, but the spam from Grubby could have been filthy. Unfortunately they will perish. Godb will take that and Big will win the game. As they lock it down 19-17, they are going to be winning this one. Big absolutely bringing it back. It was definitely in a Go's favor for quite some time, but luckily enough towards the end there, they were able to reset themselves and assert dominance.
Indeed they were. Going to overtime, obviously nearly double OT, 17-18 there at the end. And yeah, I mean, congratulations to a Go to at least gain a point, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. They get 1 point from it, as they will be splitting that series in the end. So Big obviously walking with a good majority, 5 points out of the available 6, a Go getting 1. Not the worst thing to happen in the world, but definitely not a fantastic affair for a Go. They're the ones that are going to be quite disappointed with themselves, I think.
Oh, very disappointed. They had the 14-8 advantage, 6 rounds up, 2 rounds away from closing out the deal and getting their 3rd win of the season, and they let it slip at the last minute.
Well, there you have it. That is going to be Big, winning it in overtime. There is still more to come, but for the meantime, we'll leave you with the replays of this series and get into our final game of the night after this.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.